from the quarry.
Wow.
So I'm gonna turn. So it's in. What time is it here? So I'm gonna turn on the Zoom channel. He says it's at 6 o'clock. So at 5:30, 5:45, I'll turn on the Zoom channel, and I expect. Gosh, so our class is 6:30 to 7:30, right? So hopefully I could get a half of the class in, maybe.
Good.
But I'll leave. But the Zoom will be on. But I'm probably going to be at Rabbi
you.
Hesky's just to watch the menorah lighting.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. Very
Hashem.
good.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
So I'm going to send you a copy of the health class also, so you can catch up when you have time.
Okay, very nice.
Okay, what happened to this? That's so weird. What happened? What is going on?
As the newest COVID-19 variant winds its way around.
Why did that happen? I had the whole thing set up. It was open to play, and it just stopped and started putting garbage on instead. Unbelievable. Here it is. Okay. Welcome, everybody, to the health class. This will be class number 4. And in today's world, unlike years ago, we used to think that people that searched and researched on health stuff were fanatics. And you could just eat your basic foods and vegetables and everything in the world around you, and you were fine. But in today's world, so many things have corrupted, and too many greedy people out there that would love to make money on people. For example, the pharmaceutical companies only make money when people are sick. So they don't want to heal you in these days. They want you to depend on their products to stay alive and be painless. And there's a lot of underlying stuff going on. We have GMOs, which is genetically modified organisms. And what does that mean? That means that they took the seeds of plants that the Almighty God made, and they generically changed them so that the plants would be more larger, produce more. And if the bugs tried to eat these plants, it would make the insides of the bugs explode or whatever. But so the bugs would stay away from it too. The problem is that when man changed what was God made into what is man made, it doesn't function in this perfectly created and made body that the Almighty made. And in today's world around us, there's a lot of what's called autoimmune diseases and things that are created by this man-made instead of God-made food. And that's why a lot of people such as myself are looking for only organics. I had visited Baltimore in the past months, and we have to pray for the Walmarts there to start buying organics because they really had a very poor selection compared to here in Dickinson. Dickinson, it's phenomenal. The shopping here in both the Walmart and the supermarket, which is cash-wise, the selection of things they have is phenomenal. But getting back to it, so we have also another problem. What is that? Used to be that the ground had plenty of nutrients, so when the plants grew, they grew with nutrients inside. But in today's world, the farmers do not let the land rest, and therefore the land does not produce food that has nutrients like before. The scientists say that the food has less than 50% of the nutrients that it once had. We then have another problem. What is that? Well, actually, the Rebbe said there's no problems, only challenges. And it's true, because it's a problem if you don't know any better. It's a problem if you don't do anything about it. But there is a way out. So first we're going to name all the different issues, and then we're going to talk about the resolutions. The next issue is called glyphosate or Roundup Ready. This is a chemical made by a company out of California called Monsanto, and it was patented as an antibiotic, but it doesn't antibiotic anyone. This is sold as a germicide or whatever. It's supposed to keep the bugs off the plants. The problem with it is that it evaporates into the air, it goes into the water, including rivers and streams and springs, and all of that goes into the air, so much so that they even found that chemical in mothers that were milking babies in their milk. So and they're being sued, mega sued, in California for many people that have gotten different autoimmune diseases from their products. So how do we deal with all this stuff? Let us begin by talking about how do we deal with the last thing I mentioned, which is the chemicals in the air and in the water. So the problem with that is it's a mineral chelator. What does that mean? It means that it takes the minerals out of a person's body. Why are minerals important? Because without minerals, the body cannot absorb the vitamins from the food, according to science. So, and may Hashem override and overcome everything and keep all people that love him and his Torah healthy. But it's important that we do our best and he does the rest. So, a mineral chelator means that we now need to subsidize minerals in the body. You can go online and Rabbi Google will tell you there's a list of which are water soluble and oil soluble vitamins. And we spoke about that last week. The water soluble runs through your body, but it doesn't maintain or sustain some for later. It takes what it needs and the rest comes out with the liquids in the body. So we were getting back to this mineral chelator. Let's do that. What happens? Now, if you go online, the kosher vitamins or whatever, and you look for multivitamins, you'll find that most of them are sold saying multivitamin and mineral because it's out. Many people know that minerals have to be subsidized in today's world. There's also pills that are considered like this one is a supplement that is a mega multi-mineral. It's not a vitamin, it's a mineral. Okay, and there are various companies that are making them today, which years ago that didn't even exist. So, very important to learn what are vitamins and what are minerals. One of the minerals is potassium. And people that are having swelling in their bodies or retaining water or water retention or for whatever reason, that's because potassium is the one that balances. The potassium and salt are used to balance the water in the body because water is needed for many things in the body, the process of cleansing and everything. And what we find is that we had a lot of brain poisoning, I call it, or what is considered brainwashing by various resources teaching that salt was bad for people. Well, salt is another water regulator. The potassium and the salt, they work with each other. One takes the other one out. It's a whole Megillah. Bottom line is that salt and potassium are needed for the body. So we're getting back to this chemical in the air that is a mineral chelator. We need to learn what minerals are and which are. Let me see if I can get my computer to give us some info. Hey Google, a list of minerals.
I found 3 on the website uwaterloo.ca. Click on a mineral name to learn more about it. Fluorite, gypsum, sodalite, magnetite, copper, quartz, mica, and pyrite, calcite, labradorite.
Wow. Okay, so vitamins need minerals for the body to absorb. The next thing that we were speaking about is the GMOs. The way to counteract the GMOs is to try to find organic. If you live in Baltimore, New York is probably much easier, but if you live in Baltimore, there's a place called Mom's, and the whole store is supposed to be organic. And when I was there, I found even challah rolls that were organic. So you guys that live over there, you might want to check that out. And what's the next thing that we have to go through? There are so many corruptions attached to foods these days. And the pharmaceutical and medical field is not what it used to be, where years ago we could trust Bayer aspirins. But these days, I'm not sure where to go with that. Because they keep changing stuff. And even I was listening the other day to a news report, and there's something that's very good for people who catch the cooties out there called COVID, and it's called Ivermectin. So that the pharmaceuticals found out that people were making prescriptions, like even in Texas, there was a lady on YouTube saying that she was a doctor. She was starting to make prescriptions for that. It's very cheap and easy to find. It's been approved by the FDA for years and years and years. And they stopped her from being able to write prescriptions for it. And there's a bunch of kooky stuff going on in the world around us. We have to be aware of that. And we have to go on the defense to make sure that we eat healthy. Fruits and vegetables are very necessary, but one of the main things that we have to be careful for in GMOs is bread and bread flours. Very careful with that. And then fruits and vegetables and whatever also needs to have some care. I found that lately I go to buy fruits that are canned, like canned pineapple. I think Dole makes a non-GMO canned pineapple. I think Libby's does also. But it's very important to be careful with consumption. I'm not a fanatic, but I would much prefer to eat healthy than to need a doctor, especially. And the doctors are not bad people. It's just that they're taught a corrupt system. So going on, there are various things we can put in our food that makes the food healthier, such as turmeric. And even turmeric can be bought, I found it in Walmart even, non-GMO. Spices have to be non-GMO these days because we don't know what they played games with, you know? Rice and beans is a very safe commodity because most of it's not GMO, even if it's marked or not. And there are various ways to make rice and beans. For those who want to learn how, please call me. I'd be glad to help you out. Another important food to work with is parsley and cilantro. Those two things are detoxers to the body. They take fluorides, they take metals out of the body from the aluminum that's in the air and the water and who knows where. So with parsley, you can just kind of sprinkle it in your eggs and all over the place. The powdered dry one doesn't have a flavor, but it benefits you. And then cilantro, what I do is I take it and I put it in a baby food processor, or you can buy a couple packages and put it in the big processor with cloves of garlic and olive oil and salt, and you make a paste. That paste goes in a jar in your fridge, and it will last for months. What can you do with it? You can put it in soups and rices and all kinds of things, but you can also take it and spoon out some into a bowl, put some mayonnaise in there, and a little bit of water, little by little, to get the consistency of salad dressings, and you can use it for your salad. Now, fresh garlic cloves happen to be a natural antibiotic also. So, and oregano is also a natural antibiotic. Oregano oils, but even just the dried flakes of oregano work very good as a natural antibiotic. So we want to do what the body needs. If you can't eat enough bananas, and we need that potassium, which is a mineral, they come in supplements these days. The average potassium supplement is 99 milligrams, which is usually one pill. And I have found them even in Walmart. So as long as it says veggie on it, it doesn't have to have a hexure. If it says veggie, thank God for the vegetarians in this world, because they've made it much easier to find kosher things. So what else can we use that is very beneficial? Well, we know that the intestinal system needs, as my husband taught, good and bad bacteria. So one of the ways, and a lot of these corruptions in the food can attack that. So there are supplements that can be bought in today's world that are probiotic and prebiotic. And I have one called Probiotic Multi-Enzyme. Very important to make sure that you have the probiotic or prebiotic your system needs. If it doesn't need it, it's not going to be a problem. It'll just go through the system. But it's important to make sure you have. Also, green tea is a mega health thing. And for those who don't like tea, let me tell you, first of all, take one tea bag of green tea, or now they make a matcha tea, which is even better, and it's as strong as coffee if you need to wake up. I don't suggest that you drink it at night, though, if you want to sleep. But you take a green tea and a black tea and a Lipton, mix them together in some hot water with sweetener, and it is a phenomenal health booster and great to warm up the body as it's getting cold outside these days. Let's see what my computer wants to tell us about that. Hey Google, the health benefits of green tea.
I found a list on the website healthline.com. Here are 10 possible health benefits of green tea. Here are the first 4. Contains healthy bioactive compounds. May improve brain function. Increases fat burning. And antioxidants may lower the risk of some cancers. Want me to tell you more?
Yes.
Okay, here's 4 more. May protect the brain from aging. May reduce bad breath. May help prevent type 2 diabetes. And may help prevent cardiovascular disease. To see the whole list, follow the link I just sent to your phone.
Okay, so let's point out something, and that is, like my husband said, he didn't like the tea, so I bought supplements that are green tea. And they came non-GMO and everything. I highly recommend that either you drink the tea or you do the supplement thing. Now we're going to ask him, hey Google, the health benefits of black tea, Lipton.
I found a list on the website healthline.com. Here are 10 health benefits of black tea, all supported by science. Here are the first 5. Has antioxidant properties. Share on Pinterest. May boost heart health. may lower bad LDL cholesterol,
Wow.
may improve gut health, and may help reduce blood pressure. Want me to tell you more?
Yes.
Okay, here's 3 more. May help reduce the risk of stroke, may lower blood sugar levels, and may help reduce the risk of cancer. By the way, if you want to see the whole list, you can check out the link I just sent to your phone.
Thank you. Here's something else. Since the cooties, what I call the cooties, the COVID, seems to only travel to other people when it goes airborne, like when people sneeze or cough or whatever. I learned about this a long time ago from the dental offices I used to go. It's called Osium. I know the Walmart here sells it. I'm not sure if you can get it where you are, but I know you can probably order it online. Osium is an air sanitizer that takes not only smell but germs out of the air. And it's not like the other room sanitizers where you got to go shh for a long time. This you do one little spritz and it takes care of the whole room. Highly recommended. So if anybody sneezes in the house or whatever, what I do is I spritz it a little bit, and then I have alcohol everywhere in the house. We clean up, even if you use the paper to cover your nose or your mouth, it's still good to clean your hands off with alcohol and wipe it on your face a little bit, because wherever you sneezed, that you took the germs off the face, and that'll keep you, it's a little measure of safety. The same way as when you go out of the house and touch anything, when you come home, you should wash your hands with soap and water. Many people wear masks these days. I don't wear a mask, but I wear gloves. I learned my whole life growing up that germs pass through people touching things. And that's why they use gloves in the operating room. Yeah, they cover the face too. But in any case, I don't touch things without gloves. And if for any reason I had to touch it with my hand, then I have alcohol in the car as well, and I clean my hands with alcohol immediately before I would touch anything on my body. These are measures that are preventative that will help you stay safe during these crazy times. What else can we do about health? There are other spices that are also mega importance. Let's talk about sesame seeds. Now, I throw a couple of sesame seeds in an egg omelet in the morning, and they're not even noticed, but they do something for the body. Let's hear what sesame does. Hey Google, the health benefits of sesame seeds. Hey Google, the health benefits of sesame seeds.
I found a list on the website healthline.com. Here are 15 health benefits of sesame seeds.
Wow.
Here are the first 5. Good source of fiber. May lower cholesterol and triglycerides.
Wow.
Nutritious source of plant protein. May help lower blood pressure. And may support healthy bones.
Wow.
Want to hear more?
Yes.
Alright, here's 3 more. May reduce inflammation. Good source of B vitamins. And may aid blood cell formation.
Wow.
To see the whole list, follow the link I just sent to your phone.
And for those who may have any tingling in the hands and the feet, know that there are 2 things very good for those people. And one is the B vitamins, to get a B complex that has all the various B vitamins in it. And there's something else that could even cure that situation, and it's called alpha lipoic acid. The best milligram on that is 600 milligrams. If y'all need any help finding or ordering anything, please let me know. Wow, who's that up there? I don't see who that is. Cute Junior. I love such. I love to. Oh yeah. Anyway, so let's get back to this point. There, Maimonides, who was a great scholar and rabbi and physician, taught that let our food be our medicine. And so God Almighty has made something for everything. The supplements for good eyesight. One of them is lutein, Lutein. There's another supplement that I use every day, and it's called COQ10, and it has addition of PQQ. Uh, According to the bottle, helps support cognitive, which is brain function, and memory. So for those who are getting up there in years, COQ10 and PQQ. Let me show you what it looks like. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. But in any case, the one I have is COQ10 is 100 milligrams. PQQ is 20 milligrams. And it has black pepper in it. Now that's interesting because I told you about turmeric, which is a phenomenal health benefit situation, which I'm going to ask the computer to tell you. But it's interesting because it says when you use turmeric that you should put with it black pepper because they work with each other as a benefit to the body. Let's see what the computer will tell us. Hey Google, the health benefits of turmeric.
On the website healthline.com, they say, turmeric, and especially its most active compound, curcumin, have many scientifically proven health benefits, such as the potential to improve heart health and prevent against Alzheimer's and cancer. It's a potent anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. I found an answer to another question on that topic. Is it safe to take turmeric every day? Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
On the website everydayhealth.com, they say, there are no long-term studies to show whether it's safe to take turmeric supplements every day. Studies suggest it is safe at small doses, but be aware that high doses or long-term use may cause GI issues in some people. Turmeric may also interfere with certain medication and health conditions.
Right, so if a person's taking medications, they have to be careful with that. Okay. I decided to change my medications for food and supplements, and I feel much better, and I'm doing much better. My body is functioning better with that. Today's pharmaceuticals, if people would read those little papers that come in the box, they wouldn't take the medicine. But nobody makes the time to look. You know, this is an issue in itself. Okay. So, let me see what I'm doing here. The next thing we're going to talk about, let me see if it would tell us. Hey Google, turmeric with black pepper. Why black pepper?
On the website healthline.com, they say, piperin enhances the absorption of curcumin. Research supports that combining the piperin in black pepper with the curcumin in turmeric enhances curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%.
Wow.
I found an answer to another question on that topic. What is the best way to absorb turmeric? Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
On the website koyo.com, they say, short cooking times do not destroy turmeric, but will in fact increase the bioavailability of curcumin.
Wow. Cooking
So
it is
heating
better.
turmeric in a golden latte or adding it to your cooking, such as in curry or scrambled eggs, will maximize its absorption by the body.
I put it in everything. Not a lot, just a sprinkle or two, but I put it in a lot of different things. And I've seen it only beneficial and nothing but. So that's my personal opinion on that. We have gone a half hour. We'll try to go a little while longer. I know everybody's trying to celebrate Hanukkah, and that's why I don't see anybody around tonight. But this is being recorded, and it will be sent out to everyone to learn about health. Very important. Butter is another thing that has vitamin A naturally. And although the brainwashing of the different companies out in the world tried to teach people that butter and the fat in butter was not good for people, but that was a lie. What's actually not good for a person are these fake butters that are made with oils and what I say car oil, because stuff like even canola in today's world is not a healthy substance. Better to use avocado oil and olive oil. Olive oil can denature, therefore you need to mix it with a little bit of um, avocado oil when cooking on high temperatures. So, as we continue on the path of health, there are various things that we can throw into our food that it wouldn't occur to us to do, and yet it makes such a difference. And we were used to cooking with only flavor. And if we want to talk about flavor, so garlic is a mega flavor. And it's also a mega health benefit. But going on, let's see what else we're going to talk about tonight. Collagen. If you're over 40 years old, the body starts in the general public to reduce the amount of collagen it produces. Therefore, supplementing with it will help the skin not to wrinkle. Another thing that works very well, and for those who would like, I can help them find the company. I found a very inexpensive company that makes it. I use it. It's called Progesterone Cream. And it goes under the eyes, over the eyes, on the neck. And I even put it on top of my hands. And it's an anti-wrinkle substance. It's healthy. It's not harmful. And it's very, very, very good. Many people that I've recommended it to then call me back to tell me how good it is. That and collagen comes in tablets as a supplement, and it's not hard to find, and it's very, very helpful. I've been taking collagen pills or tablets for a long time now. So, going on, a multivitamin is a very necessary part of your regimen on a daily basis, because multivitamins, even if they don't have enough of any specific vitamin, which is why even if you take a multi, you have to take a couple thousand milligrams of C, D3, and then about 50 milligrams of zinc on a daily basis. But the multi will give you the little here and little there of all these little trace minerals and vitamins that are needed, because in the vitamin world, one vitamin affects the other vitamin, makes them all work. So, not to become a scientist and learn about all that stuff, the best thing we can do is to buy a multivitamin and a multimineral, or if you can get a vitamin with minerals inside, better yet, and then make sure you take D3 and C, at least 1,000, 2,000 a day. And also people would need, they now make iodine supplements, which would be sea kelp or also chromium picolinate. Very little is needed for the body, but it is needed. And a lot of people that are having sugar issues these days, I don't like to talk about illnesses, are having it because their body had a shortage of iodine. So in the world we're living in right now, today, they make supplements like that. And it's highly recommended. Uh, I take a couple thousand of vitamin C daily, one in the morning, one at night. My one pill is 1,600 milligrams because vitamin C is a very interesting vitamin. It not only helps the immune system, but it also tackles and works on what are those things called? Free radicals. Free radicals are something the body produces that is harmful to the body. And things like vitamin C will remove them from the body. But it kind of works, if it removes it, it also takes a milligram of the C away. So if we need it for the immune system as well, we need to up the milligrams that we take. Going on. I don't want to confuse you or overload you. So I don't want to, one thing that everybody should be taking on a daily basis, which is a very important substance, is vitamin B12. I think I'd mentioned it in the last class. There are two kinds of B12. There is cyanocobalamin and there is methylcobalamin. It is not dangerous to take 5,000 milligrams once a day in the morning. My husband and I both take one in the morning. It's better than a powerful cup of coffee, but it's a nutrient the body needs. As a matter of fact, I would like to share what science has to say about that. Give me a minute here. Hey, Google, deficiencies of vitamin B12 in the body. Signs of deficiency.
According to Mayo Clinic, anemia or nervous system injury from lower than normal amounts of vitamin B12.
That's it. There's a lot more to it, but for some... hey, Google, vitamin deficiency for B12.
According to Mayo Clinic, anemia or nervous system injury from lower than normal amounts of vitamin B12.
Okay. If you look up on Google, you'll find a lot more about it. And I'm surprised that that's all he said. I know there's a lot more to it. Let's try this. Hey, Google, the health benefits of vitamin B12.
Here's a summary from the website odds.od.nih.gov. Vitamin B12 is a nutrient that helps keep your body's blood and nerve cells healthy and helps make DNA, the genetic material in all of your cells. Vitamin B12 helps prevent megaloblastic anemia.
Yeah. And there's much more, but we'll go on. So, how is B12? We said 5,000 milligrams. If you're not used to taking it, you may want to get 1,000 milligram ones to begin with, but try to get it up to the 5,000. Remember that supplements are not drugs. Therefore, it's not dangerous like drugs are. There's very few supplements that one would have to be careful how much, and one of them is copper. And usually if it's an oil-soluble vitamin, one needs to be more careful. Hey, Google, oil-soluble vitamins, a list.
I found a list on the website collostate.edu. Fat-soluble vitamins, A, D, E, and K9.315. Here are the first two. Small amounts of vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E, and vitamin K are needed to maintain good health, and fat-soluble vitamins will not be lost when the foods that contain them are cooked. By the way, if you want to see the whole list, you can check out the link I just sent to your phone.
Another thing to know about oil-soluble vitamins is that they're much more digestible. You should never take on an empty stomach except the B12 and the alpha-lipoic acid. Everything else should have food in your stomach before you take it. And then it'll do its job. Now, oil-soluble vitamins should be taken with foods that have fats in them. I wanted to correct also what we've been taught for years about butter. People thinking that butter is not good for them because of fat. Well, let me tell you about that. Hey Google, the health benefits of butter.
On the website webmd.com, they say, butter contains vitamin D, a nutrient that is vital for bone growth and development. It also has calcium, which is essential for bone strength. Calcium also helps prevent diseases such as osteoporosis, a condition that makes bones weak and fragile. It can help make your skin healthier. People also sometimes ask me, is butter healthy for the brain? Do you want to hear the answer?
Yes.
On the website 360-md.com, they say, yes, butter is a saturated fat, but our bodies, and most importantly our brain, need saturated fat for optimum brain function and preservation.
Brains need fat and sugar, but it doesn't mean you're supposed to go to the corner store and buy up the candy. Let me explain to you something. In the world we live in today, the regular white sugar that used to be made from cane is no longer made from a plant and from cane. And the chances of it being GMO are very high. So when we're going to do sugar, we have to be very careful what we're using. What I use is the non-GMO stevia. I buy it from a company called vitacost.com online because what we intake affects these days. Even the sugar has been corrupted. Another thing about fats and sugars that the brain needs. So what I use for sugar is when I make my coffee in the morning, I put in a little stevia and I put in brown coconut sugar. It comes OU, kosher, and it comes non-GMO at the same time. And I buy it in Walmart in a plastic container. I know you can either order it online probably, or you can, if you're in a Walmart, you could buy it there. But it's called coconut sugar. I believe there's a phone number on the container. If you don't have another way to buy it, call me and I'll give you the information so you can call the company and they'll ship it to you. But it's non-GMO. It's coconut sugar. Sugar made from coconut, and it's non-GMO. Tastes very good, and it's good for you. And it'll give you the little bit of sugar you need for the brain along with the fat. I always put a little bit of butter on my bagel in the morning, and I make sure my bagels are non-GMO. Over here, it's easy to buy them. I think over there you have to go to Mom's in Baltimore. But in any case, it's very important to take care of yourself. What I would suggest is if Mom's is far from where you live or whatever, buy yourself like 3-4 packages of bagels and freeze the ones you don't need and leave one out. And as you need it, you can take it out of the freezer. Therefore, it will stay good. Since there's nobody here to ask me questions and comments and all that stuff, we have 15 minutes left. I wanted to share the fact that my husband and I eat a banana every morning. Hopefully you guys like bananas. I suggest that you buy and keep bananas at home and try to eat one every day. They have various nutrients in them, and they're helpful for many reasons and purposes. Hey Google, the health benefits of bananas.
On the website medicalnewstoday.com, they say, bananas contain fiber, potassium, folate, and antioxidants, such as vitamin C. All of these support heart health. A 2017 review found that people who follow a high-fiber diet have a lower risk of cardiovascular disease than those on a low-fiber diet. I found an answer to another question on that topic. Is it okay to eat a banana every day? Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
On the website healthline.com, they say, bananas are one of the most popular fruits in the world. They're full of important nutrients, but eating too many could end up doing more harm than good. Too much of any single food may contribute to weight gain and nutrient deficiencies. 1 to 2 bananas per day is considered a moderate intake for most healthy people.
Okay. The health benefits of vitamin B1. Hey Google, the health benefits of vitamin B1.
I found more on the website webmd.com. How does vitamin B1 promote good health? Boosts energy production. When sugar mixes with vitamin B1, it becomes energy for your body to use.
Yeah.
Reduces the effects of sepsis. Sepsis, a severe response to an infection, can become fatal if your vitamin B1 levels are low.
Wow.
Helps fight depression. And finally, good for diabetes.
So interestingly enough, vitamin B1 and vitamin D3 are connected to, if a person has a low level of those two, it can cause depression. So depression is not just something we have to judge in our mind, but it could be from a vitamin deficiency. Therefore, a multivitamin will also take care of that issue. Very important to supplement in today's world, as we have low nutrients because the ground is not left to rest every 7 years. We have a mineral chelator because of the Roundup Ready or glyphosate poison in the atmosphere, the air, the rivers, the streams, the rainwater, you name it. We have, God forbid, all this, but it is what it is. And we have to know that supplementing vitamins and minerals is not optional. It's not fanatical like it used to be, but it's a very important part of daily life now. Like they say, a supplement a day will keep the doctor away. No, yeah, or a banana a day. I'm not sure which one we're talking about, but in any case, in the world we live in today, you'll also find that like applesauce comes in little snack containers. You can find applesauce and things like that organic also. Even if you go into the fresh fruits and vegetables and you don't find the organics, they do come in cans and in little snack packs and whatever. So it's more important to have something organic than to have it fresh these days. Very important to know what is more beneficial health-wise for you. Okay, we are down the road here. We have 12 minutes left, and nobody asked me questions. So I wanted to say, if anybody has issues with sugar, I don't like to say any kind of illnesses. Berberine is a root extract. Berberine, Berberine. It's a root extract, and it also regulates the sugar in the body. Let me see if I can find. Solar Ray makes veggie caps of that substance. The berberine is 250 milligram on here, and this is combined with Oregon grape of 285 milligrams. This is very good to deal with sugar as well. These are natural substances. They are not chemicals. They are supplements. Supplements are things that are made from food and then freeze-dried or who knows what in order for them to become into a pill. So, one last thing I want to share with you, omega-3. Omega-3 is brain medicine, I call it. Omega-3 is so phenomenal for the brain, and for people who are over 40, it's imperative. I would like to share the health benefits of that. I'm using the computer a lot tonight because it's very fast, faster than me reading it. So let's do that. Hey Google, the health benefits of omega-3.
I found a list on the website webmd.com. Findings show omega-3 fatty acids may help to lower blood pressure, reduce triglycerides, slow the development of plaque in the arteries, reduce the chance of abnormal heart rhythm, reduce the likelihood of heart attack and stroke, and finally, lessen the chance of sudden cardiac death in people with heart disease.
And also, a shortage of potassium causes arrhythmia also, chas v'shalom, God forbid. So we want to make sure we have a banana, at least a banana a day. I would suggest potassium supplements for people who are retaining water in their bodies. I recommend berberine, alpha lymphoic acid for people with sugar issues, and vitamin B1, and a multivitamin, and high levels of vitamin C. If anybody has any questions about the things I've taught today, please feel free to call me anytime. Let's see. Oh, I wanted to share before we close today that we grew up knowing about aspirin. If a person had a headache, whatever, they took an aspirin. But in today's world, with all the chemicals and all the stuff going on, there's something called willow, WILLOW. Willow is what they made aspirin with, but willow is a natural substance. So willow is the substance that was used to take the headache away without the added chemicals. It's a supplement. It's made from natural stuff, has no chemicals. Willow. I wanted to make sure everybody learned that in today's class. And let me see if I covered all my notes here. Okay, one other thing. If a person says that they have heartburn or whatever, actually it's not even their heart, it's usually a stomach acid situation. And the commercial world tells them to take an antacid. Let me explain to you that the reason the person feels like that is because the body uses acid to make digestion in the stomach. So by taking a so-called antacid, what they're doing is making what's bad worse. What a person needs if they have reflux or acid stomach or what they call heartburn is they need hydrochloric acid is the name of the supplement for that. Again, hydrochloric acid. I have it here in my closet. If anybody needs information where to buy it or who to call. In today's world, we don't go shopping too much. We call everything, use a credit card, and have it shipped. So I can give you phone numbers for you to be able to do that. But hydrochloric acid is used for stomach issues. Anyway, we are now 54 minutes and 29 seconds down the road. 24 seconds, yeah? So, let me see if I finished everything I had to share. We touched on iodine. Okay, I think we covered it all for today. I want to thank everybody for coming in. And I pray for perfect health for, oh, one more thing. Magnesium. A magnesium supplement is best. It's the body, as a person gets older, produces less. It's very necessary. Let's ask Google. Hey Google, the health benefits of magnesium.
I found a list on the website healthline.com. Here are 10 evidence-based health benefits of magnesium. Here are the first 3. Magnesium is involved in hundreds of biochemical reactions in your body. It may boost exercise performance. And magnesium fights depression. Do you want to hear more?
Yes.
Okay, here's 3 more. It has benefits against type 2 diabetes. Magnesium can lower blood pressure. And it has anti-inflammatory benefits. To see the whole list, follow the link I just sent to your phone.
So, magnesium is also good for sugar issues. We heard that. But I wanted to tell you something else about magnesium. If you save it and take it before you go to bed at night, it's going to help you have this magnificent sleep. It helps the body rest up among all these other benefits it has. If you take magnesium either at dinner time or any time in the evening before you go to sleep, you will find that your sleep is much better than usual. So I wanted to share that, make sure I got it into the class. And that comes in supplement, but there are also foods that have it. Let's see. Hey Google, what foods have magnesium?
I found 2 on the website nih.gov. Magnesium and healthful diets. Whole
No.
grains and dark green, leafy vegetables are good sources of magnesium.
Wow.
Low-fat milk and yogurt contain magnesium as well. And dried beans and legumes and nuts provide magnesium.
Wow. Nuts. That's a big thing around here. Okay, so I hope I've been helpful to help you hold on to perfect health. Of course, prayer is also necessary because all that I taught you today is a keli. You do your best, Hashem does the rest, but we have to pray. Please, Hashem, keep us healthy yesterday, today, and forever. May it be your will to answer those prayers of perfect health. And I will do my best, and you do the rest. So then all these supplements and everything we do to take care of our health are kelis, vessels in which those prayers can be answered. Remembering that all goodness comes only from Hashem. Remember to pray for this country. We're in dire need of all Yidden praying for this country right now and for the leadership of it. Pray for each other for health, happiness, goodness, peace. Peace is a very important thing to pray for because peace in our homes and peace in our lives and peace with all of Hashem's creation is also a mega importance. And it's also conducive to health. So I wish you all well. Sei gebencht, be gesund, and we'll see you next Sunday. Hopefully on time, no? Because we had to light the Hanukkah candles, and we just really got into it with the songs, and that's why I was late. Sorry about that. Anyway, shalom, shalom. We have a class tomorrow on Torah, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you there. My husband will be on the conference center and Zoom, but the YouTube Live will not open until my class, which is an hour later, which will be 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you there. Shalom, shalom.